Morning guys, so a bit of an update at present because we're not putting a lot on YouTube. In all fairness, the amount of workload we've got, obviously we're moving in, getting the mezzanine in, the lighting, the alarms, the cameras, and the workloads we've got, it is delaying us a little bit in regards to making videos. I think we're going to make a bit of an executive decision where the videos we currently upload and moving forward is probably going to be from the cars and coffee morning events that we have, the drives out, the static events, things along those lines. And what we're going to probably go back to is the actual work we're doing is going to be photography again. So we'll upload the photos, put a bit more detailing on the work that we've done, maybe mix a bit of videos in between, but I think primarily we're going to be working on the videos we do is probably the cars and coffee mornings that we do. If you're not aware, we have a big open day actually coming up on the 12th of November. That's the official open day. If you go on Cars and Calendar, you can actually book a VIP ticket for that, and it'll enter you into a draw where you can win £50 of stock from the store on the day. Obviously if you're not here, we'll post it. Or you can actually win a Ceramic Pro maintenance package, which is £125 plus VAT. So the open day itself is free. You're more than welcome to come to that. Saying there guys, I do apologise for breaking in the video. We've just had the TTRS collected that we're working on. I was going to get a couple of shots of that. I'll throw some photos in of obviously what we worked on with that. That's just had the ceramic 9H reapplied to it after a couple of years. Obviously we did a bit of machine work on it just to fix a few kind of blemishes that primarily were in the ceramic, and then we've done the Ceramic Pro top coat and Ceramic Pro glass on the car as well. Wheels came off that one, calipers done the usual works, and obviously the free valet. We've now got to work on the Aston. This is actually going to be having the Pro Film flexible PPF and vinyl coating. Basically, you've probably seen it on the videos before, but this Pro Film flexible coating is designed really for PPF, and this Aston is fully coated in PPF, but it's not been coated with any form of ceramic, and the problem was it actually started to feel quite rough, and the client was saying it wasn't really washing very well compared to his other cars. So that's back in with us now. We've prepped that. We're going to be basically coating the whole car, as the whole car is PPF, and I literally do mean the whole car. The wheels are obviously going to be coated separately, same with the massive calipers that are on there. We've got the Golf R, the new Golf R in, that's in for 3 days machine work. We're just going to be getting that on the ramp now and working on that. And then when you actually look at the car park outside, looks pretty good today, and I'm going to show you why. Staff cars. This is my car and this is Matt's car. Yeah, it's probably a bad advert, I should show you that. It's just had quite a bit of engine work done on it, so the front of the car is covered in oil and grease from fingerprints, but we're going to be working on that in the next few weeks. But how cool does it look to have two M cars parked in the car park? If you're a real car person, you're going to love an M. E46 and an F80, so you've got a bit of both basically there. I'd say they're our staff cars. You're going to see some more video footage shortly when you actually look on the blogs if you do follow us, because the E46 is having quite a bit of extension work done on there. We are going to be machining the whole car, and then we're going to be ceramic pro coating that as well, because that needs work doing on it. Where the car we've currently got, my F80, as you probably know, is actually fully protected again with a ceramic pro coating, but we are going to be putting some PPF on there because we're going to be doing the roof and we're going to be doing the boot on there to show you how you lay PPF down and some of the benefits. And again, that's going to be on another video, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow our media channels, and you'll see a lot more work coming up. We've done the Pro Film flexible coating on this car now, just to really give it the best protection on the PPF. It needed quite a bit of cleansing, in all fairness, to get the coating to sit properly. The problem is the same as paint. If the PPF or vinyl, because it is pretty much the same thing in regards to sort of protection, if it isn't right, then it isn't going to last. It's also not going to wash particularly well. It's also going to still feel rough. So this has had to be fully cleansed because it's been on quite a while now, and now it is literally like a diamond. This is like seriously smooth. So the car's fully PPF'd, as we've said. It's not a cheap job to do, but it's got the best protection physically possible. You don't have to worry about washing it anymore. You don't have to worry about stone chips. You can go out, you can really enjoy your car properly. If you're interested in PPF, give us a call, because there's a lot of options. Personally, I'm only going to be doing the bonnet and the boot and the bumper and the roof on my car. because I want to enjoy my car. Yes, I do get pebble dash sometimes when we're out on the drive outs, and my cat annoyingly just sit on the car all the time. So doing the roof, the boot and the bonnet just means my car's fully protected. This has got full protection on it, but again, what we're talking about here is the Pro Film coating, which I'm going to show you. We're obviously approved by Pro Film. This is the brand if you do want to look into it, and this is the coating that we actually applied to the car yesterday. As I say, this is fully done. We're now going to get some photographs for the customer, ready for collection. He's on his way for the car now, and it does look stunning, and we'll get you a montage of this as well. We've also got the new Golf R in. This is in for quite a bit of work really. It was only in for like an enhancement. You might have seen the video we've just put up as a clip in between. This has apparently been detailed, and this has been ceramic coated, and we've found a lot of marks on this. I'm going to see if I can get it on camera now for you. Is a possibility I can't just because of where we're working. No, you can't actually see it at the minute, but this whole door is full of buffer trail, which is pretty bad. There's some really dry marks. In fact, I'm going to get my torch. I'm going to show you what I mean by this. Someone, again, this has apparently been detailed. I don't know who from or where. If you can see here, I don't know if you're going to see on the camera itself there. I'll try and get a proper image in a bit. That is completely dry. It's scratched. Someone's tried to take a scratch out of it, made a real mess, and it's just completely dry. It was the same here, and it was the same here. These door panels are pretty much done. So that's progress so far this week's, guys, this week's vlog. There'll be a bit more in a minute. We've got another car getting dropped off. We've got a couple of cars coming in tomorrow, and we'll update this, and you'll see more as we go. You know what, we all know this is the bit that everyone loves when you get to be in a proper cool car on a start up, and this has had, do you know what, I actually can't remember the make, but it's had an aftermarket exhaust, so we're going to do a cold start on this, guys. So working on the Golf, we've actually found a lot more problems than what we anticipated. Now this primarily came in because the customer was saying that they've got another car which has been ceramic coated somewhere else, and it repels and it washes extremely easy and there's no problems with it whatsoever. The biggest issue they had with this one is it just seemed to be patchy and it didn't particularly clean very well. But they did find sort of 3 or 4 areas where they were quite badly marked, especially on the boot, as we've already shown you, which is where someone's wet sanded it and not taking it back enough. The biggest problem we've had now, putting it even under the temporary lights, because as you're probably aware, we're under temporary lighting at the minute until we get all the lighting rigs in, seeing as we've only been in this unit a few weeks. What we found is every panel is absolutely covered in swirls and scratches and marring, and truthfully the colour wasn't even really there. So far we've actually been on it 2 days to get the finish we've got, because it just honestly isn't anywhere near acceptable. The ceramic coating that's on it I don't think is a real ceramic coating. It's actually hidden a lot of the swirls and the marks. So what we found is when we've actually prepped and washed this, more marks have appeared than what were actually visible when we viewed it, and that shows it's had some form of filler or cleaning agent on the car which actually hidden those. Ceramic to a point can do that depending on the brand. It might not actually be ceramic, it might be the new type of products that are actually out there, and they do tend to fill these areas and swirls so you can hide it. So it's been machined, because what we actually found, you're not going to see it now because we've worked on it, but what we actually found is on this panel here, it was full of buffer trail. and that shows that someone has had a buffer on it, but they haven't done it to the right level. So we've pretty much got this door to do, the boot and both bumpers and the roof. The rest of the panels are pretty much where we need them to be, and we're going to get those done hopefully today. If not, we're going to drag it into tomorrow because it has needed more work. Then we're going to be applying just a bronze package ceramic pro, so it's just really a top coat that's going on this at present. It could do with some hardness putting on there, but the customers basically requested just sort of an easy clean, and they do keep up with the car, so to be fair, they should be able to maintain that without putting any marks in. But we do need to work on those panels, and it has needed a lot more. That it shows two things really: where it's been detailed before, haven't done an exceptional job. Maybe it depends on the level of work they go to. We're not here to kind of comment on other people's work. We also don't really know what they've had done, how much they've been charged or quoted, and what was agreed. You don't know any of that, so you can't really focus on has it been done right or wrong. But in regards to a paint enhancement or a correction, it's certainly not to our standards, and there has been a lot of work to get this where we need to go, and I'm now going to start on the actual scratch on the back, so I'll try and get some footage of that in between that as well. So I'm just going to show you now basically what we've done where the panel had been wet sanded and how badly marked it was. There is some deep scratches in there, that's the reason why it's been sanded, I believe. But there was also a pinhead, so I'm not convinced it's not been repainted. Underneath the bumper does look like it's had a paint job, to be fair, as well, and that could be why that was like that. But I'm going to flip the camera around now and I'm going to show you exactly the finish that we've got compared to the previous detailer. So that is the finish that we've got, and that is the difference obviously of what we can do compared to what others can do. Again, I don't know what job we've done on this, we're not going to keep going over that, but that is the result I wanted from the actual paintwork there as opposed to what it was left with. It's glossy, we've got pretty much all the deep scratches out. We found an awful lot on the passenger side which Matt's all working with now, and that's about it for this particular part of the video. In all fairness guys, we'll upload some more on the next vlog. I am going to cut this here because we've got quite a lot of footage on it and I don't want it to drag on. So again, follow us, subscribe, click on the YouTube channel if you want to see more, and just see what comes up on the next vlog. Cheers again, thank you.